Blackbird Night School, Day 16. A dream within a dream. If reincarnation were real, there would have to be a you that survives the fire drill of death and carries a suitcase into the next hallway. But the self never went into the hallway to begin with, so who's doing all this traveling? The Course calls time a trick, but most people don't notice the coin never left the magician's hand. That's the whole problem. We keep staring at the hat, arguing about the rabbit, and no one checks if the hat was ever real. Childhood feels like a dream because it was. Tomorrow feels like a dream because it is. The ego stitches both together and calls it my journey, then asks for applause. It's like watching a movie where the main character keeps dying and coming back in sequels nobody asked for. You don't question it because you bought popcorn. But the popcorn doesn't make the movie real. It just keeps your mouth busy while the mind sleeps. Reincarnation is the ego's biggest sequel scam. Don't worry if you mess this life up. We'll try again next time. That's not salvation. That's spiritual customer retention. A Course in Miracles says only the now is eternal. If the only real moment is now, where exactly is a next life supposed to fit? That's like trying to squeeze a new bedroom into a house that doesn't exist. But the dream feels long because dreaming requires distance. If you woke up instantly, there'd be no plot, no build-up, no reincarnation, no dramatic final battle soundtrack. The ego hates short stories. It needs saga energy. It wants you to believe the universe is your personal marathon, even if you're running on a treadmill that's not plugged in. The self doesn't move. The dream moves around it like scenery on a stage, sliding panels and painted clouds, making it look like you're traveling. But scenery isn't a journey. It's just props. And props aren't real. The ego's version of reincarnation is basically spiritual cosplay. New outfit, same confusion. You don't escape the dream by choosing a different costume. You escape by realizing the dressing room is empty. Here's the wild thing. Even the idea of waking up is part of the dream. The self never fell asleep, so who exactly is shaking itself awake? It's like yelling at your reflection to blink first. If it blinks, that's terrifying. If it doesn't blink, that's also terrifying. Either way, you're talking to glass. The only thing that actually wakes up is the belief that was dreaming. And the moment belief drops, the dream collapses like a tent with no poles. A Course in Miracles says the self never left God. If the self never left, then all these lifetimes are just postcards from places you never visited. You kept mailing them to yourself, forgetting you wrote them. So what is Day 16 really saying? That reincarnation isn't a cosmic recycling program. It's a symbol of the mind's insistence on doing one more lap in a race no one is timing. And the moment you stop running, the racetrack rolls itself up like a cheap yoga mat. That's the soul of Blackbird Night School. Not decorating the dream, unplugging it, pulling the curtain back, watching the stage lights go dark while the self remains lit. Because the dream only feels endless until the dreamer stops pretending to be a character in it. Then the whole thing dissolves like chalk after rain. And the self steps forward unchanged, untouched, untraveled, unborn and undying, wondering why it ever believed it needed a sequel.